So I was just checking, as I do most days, to see for any updates in the stats, and I ended up clicking through to specifically United States, and I see that they have coronavirus cases 819,321, deaths 45,355, recovered 82,973. Unlike the home page, they're not reporting the stat of how many are in mild condition. I just found it a bit interesting that, okay, notes, in accordance with new CDC guidelines, New York, the numbers shown below include probable deaths and consequently probable cases for the same number. And here, the other interesting part was report coronavirus cases. So here you select your state, new cases, total cases, new deaths, new recoveries, new critical, and you include a web URL, comment, and your email. And your email is optional. And then you just can send it in, so you don't even have to really confirm who you are. And what criteria do they use to consider, verification? I find it a little alarming that now you don't even have to be tested to become a confirmed case and to become part of the statistics. And, well, I don't know. Call me crazy. Go ahead. I'm sure some of you will. As reported by New York City. Maryland includes probable deaths as reported by the Department of Health. Wyoming includes probable cases as reported by the Department of Health. So, new CDC guidelines, here they are. So, as of April 14th, CDC case counts and death counts include both confirmed and probable cases and deaths. So now, you don't have to actually confirm that the death is related to CV-19. You don't even have to confirm that the person even tests positive for it. You can just report a probable case and a probable death. And these numbers are being used to make major policy decisions that are affecting the entire globe, every person on the planet. There's no one who's unaffected by these policies that are being, in my mind, we should have accurate numbers before. It's just in the same way that before you go through major surgery for a lung transplant, the surgeon has to make sure that you're aware that there's only a 50% chance of survival. Like it's for 5 years. Like before you take a certain chemotherapy drug, your doctor, your oncologist will sit down and will go over with you what is the 5-year survival rate with this treatment and of this cancer. It's informed consent. And I guess as a former critical care nurse, the idea of informed consent is very important. And so you need accurate information in order to make critical, life-changing decisions. That's all I'm saying. And we don't have that right now. So I find that a little bit troubling, but everyone has their right to make up their mind in the way that they want to. So I just put this information out there. I say I find it a little disconcerting, and I leave it in your very capable hands to come up with your own viewpoint on things. And that's my thought for today. Now, let's just check what else is happening on the main page. For Corona updates, we are up to 2,588,351. Now we don't know anymore if these are confirmed cases. However, 97% are still in mild condition. And let's see, I'm just curious, because yesterday when I checked in the afternoon, over 21,000 people had died of hunger, and I'm just curious where we're at now with that today. Oh, so here we are. People who have died so far today, of course it's only 11:36 in the morning, 14,816, 817. This is hunger today. And with all the billions that we're, quote, investing and or losing, you know, why is it that we aren't feeding our population on the planet? Just a question. Deaths caused by water-related diseases. See, this is a great website. It just gives you some perspective. Water-related diseases have taken 259,391 people so far this year. And now, you see again, the sources typically for these numbers are the CDC or WHO or both, or UNICEF. So, sources that most people consider quite reliable. Anyway, now why are we losing this many people when, for example here, this is actually expensive, but here is for camping. 1 drop of this, 1 drop of that, you let it react, you put it in a liter of water, and you're good to go. 1 drop of each of these, this mixture will give you a liter of water with approximately 5 to 10 parts per million chlorine dioxide, and there you go, your water's good to go. This stuff, this is expensive, $69.99. I mean, I got a much larger volume of this stuff, way cheaper for camping, and so chlorine dioxide is dirt cheap. So with that being the case, dirt cheap, why are these people not getting it? Just a question. Why don't we care about them? Why not? You know, of course we should care about our populations that are vulnerable. Of course we should. You know, why haven't we been sanitizing everything every flu season? It's ridiculous, actually. Seasonal flu deaths this year so far are counted at 149,851. And it's a little bit lower than normal, and I wonder if this is because probable cases are now, if somebody is dying of any sort of respiratory ailment, or if it's contributing to their death, is it getting counted as a CV-19? I'm just curious. So every year an estimated 290,000 to 650,000 people die in the world due to complications from seasonal influenza. Corresponds to 795 to 1781 deaths per day due to the seasonal flu. And where are we getting this? Well, most people, you know, would consider the CDC reliable and would consider the WHO reliable. So there you have it. And those are my questions for today, Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020. And I'll thank you. Bye for now, and stay well, everyone.